I don't want to come across as a thug or nothing, but people get just frustrated with me. A good deal. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna have to say for now. I'm not slow-witted. And I'm not a numbskull. I'm different. People get frustrated with me. I tell them, that's all you. People get frustrated, but that's on them. Any moment, something can happen, throw you off. Like that. You won't point your finger at someone else. But, what do you know? What do you know? I try to do the right thing. I try to do my research, try to cover all the bases, and I don't want to leave anything out. I want to cover all the bases. You could just look at me. I'm just a normal guy. I'm a decent fella. So when you get frustrated at me, tell me that I'm doing it wrong. I'm on the straight and narrow. There's a lot of influence in the world that would have us look at things in a certain way. But I don't think there's any reason to get frustrated with me in particular, because I just think that everybody ought to be given their free shot, and they're free. You know, people need to be respected for who they are and what they bring to the table. So when people get frustrated with me for what I bring to the table, I don't think that's right. I think they need to take a look at themselves. I'm not slow-witted, and I'm pure. I'm pure of heart. My way of doing things is maybe not yours, but I don't think that's cause, or just cause. Just cause someone looks at things a little differently. You know, sir, I thank you for listening to me, and I would be mighty beholden to you if you could do the right thing by me and just not be frustrated with me like the way that everybody else is being frustrated with me because they think I'm slow-witted. You can tell I'm not slow-witted. I'm not fast-witted. I'm not sharp as a tack. But that doesn't mean that I'm retarded. That I'm an imbecile. Some people say. Mean. Mean-spirited people. People who, I would say, sir, they don't have the right motivation. They can't figure out how to treat their fellow human being. Now, someone like myself, not to toot my own horn, someone like myself is really good with other people. I make it a point. Religion is like, well, my respect is the way that I honor people. It's really important to me, sir. So if you could just excuse me from the accusations that I'm a moron. I'm not a moron. I just see things a little differently. I process things on my own time. But you can see if you give me audience and I am given liberty to speak freely, sir. It's much easier not to get frustrated with me once you give me the opportunity to represent myself freely. You're not a moron. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, sir. You're not retarded. No, I am not, sir. I just happen to look at things a little bit differently than the average Joe. When you're not an imbecile. Thank you. Thank you, sir. We still may have to discharge you from the service, however. I hope you do not. You might have a mental condition that makes it difficult for us to keep you on board, son. That's not fair, sir. I don't have a mental condition. Just because I was raised in the country. I was raised with pigs and chickens, cows. I'm different from the city folk. You think they're all fast. You get how they think and talk. And that's fine, sir, but that doesn't mean that people from the countryside are any lesser than. We understand that, son. We're concerned about your reflex time, your reaction time, whether you will be an asset in the field. We're not positive that you can be an asset in the field. Do you understand? Yeah. I do. I do understand that. I am telling you, sir, with all due respect for you and in the military, I do have the utmost desire to serve my country. And not from behind a desk. No offense to you, sir. No offense taken. I've served my time in the field. How do you think you'd be of benefit in the field? Well, I'd like to be on the front line, sir. I'd like to take the war to them, sir. This isn't your typical war. It's not the war that you see on TV or read about in the books. It's a special training here for a special type of conflict. It takes fast-witted men and women in the field say that. How is it? How's it different than the movies and stuff like that? How? In this war, son, you have to be very clear on what is true and what is false, and you have to act really quick. Really quick. You have to properly discern. And then you have to properly take action against the enemy. Now, we have reviewed your test results. We don't think that you're capable of waging this type of warfare, son. Whoa. Can I appeal to someone? No. The buck stops here. Sir, I have, since I was just this tall, I've been wanting to serve my country, and everybody tells me that I am not, well, I won't say everybody, but lots of people tell me that I'm not the right fit for the military. I don't think that's fair. Shucks, come on. Is there anything I can do? Son, you don't want this kind of fight. You think that you do, but you don't. You don't understand what it's like to sit at a computer all day and look through these digits and find the incorrect ones. It's not something that you're built to do. But they said that I could serve. I can learn. I may not be the sharpest tool, but I'll be a sturdy tool. I won't ever give up. I've never scored well, but I'm here, aren't I? I'm here, sir. At the end of the line. What we want for you is to withdraw from the military of your own consent. Do not want to discharge you. And you can speak to an officer about your next opportunity. What we're doing here, son, is fighting a threat that you cannot imagine. We need the best soldiers, the ones that are most equipped for this challenge. This is of no offense to you. There are things that you can do that nobody else can do. I would recommend that you go back to the farm and think about it, how you can serve your country with your best talents. What you've signed up for is not your best talent, son. It's not even close. You failed the tests. It was very clear to us that this is not the right place for you. Okay. I'm just a little sad because I got out of that farm because I knew I couldn't serve my country back then, and now you're telling me that I gotta go back to the farm and serve my country that way. I'm not slow-witted just because I came from a farm. You know that, right? I'm different. There's no need to get frustrated with me. You don't have to get frustrated. I'm just like you. we're not frustrated with you, son. We know this is not the best option for you or for us. So we're letting you go. We're not frustrated. Well, I guess then. That means that I am frustrated. I'm tired of this. I ain't tired. There ain't nothing left for me in chickens. Ain't nothing there. Sir, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be offensive to you, sir. I suppose it doesn't matter if I'm not in the military as after this moment, but with all due respect, sir, there's nothing left for me on that farm. I'd rather empty trash bags, take out the trash. Here, helping you, helping the fellow men, women of the United States military. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two from me. Right now, I think the city slickers don't think they can learn a thing or two. And that's where they're wrong. They've already got their ideas. But those ideas ain't right. And all that frustration, that ain't right. When someone comes up to you and says, "Sir, make use of me," you should just find a place for him. I'm sorry, I gotta talk to you straight. I'm a straight talker. I hope that doesn't make you frustrated, but I am frustrated right now, sir. You should make room for me. Find me an occupation. I'm here. I'm not going back to chickens. It's my place here, right here, now, with you, with everybody, here, in this military outfit. If you see to it that I empty trash, I will empty trash. Serve my country. I'll serve it. And I'll serve it empty and trash better than any of these people in their computer screens looking at these digits, trying to figure out the truth. And they're gonna have a really nice desk area. They look down, they see clean trash can. And if they got empty paper cups on the desk, I'll take them. I'll make sure that every single person in this facility is happy with the cleanliness of this facility. Because I know how to manage. I'm an expert in animal husbandry. Sir, I will just become an expert in military husbandry, sir. You do have spirit, son. That is something we need around here. Now think about it. I'm impressed. Thank you, sir. I'm here to serve my country. There's nowhere else here on this planet that's right for me right now. I know that. That's why I gave you pushback, sir. You know, and I know nothing personal with that, sir. Absolutely, son. I admire it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We'll find a place for you here, son. Really, really, thank you. Grateful, sir. Thank you. That was a long time ago. And I rose up through the ranks. No, I'm not the smartest guy, but I'm not slow-witted either. I'm just different. I talk slow. I think slow, but I'm not slow-witted because other people may be fast thinkers, fast talkers. But what are they fast thinking and fast talking? Stupid shit. Stupid shit. Third grade shit. So what's the use? You think that you're all advanced with your third grade fast thinking and your third grade fast talking. You know. You're just a city slicker who just thinks really high of yourself for no reason. You're high up on that horse. No, you never been on a horse. Don't even think that. You got no reason. Now what I do is I recruit people from the countryside. People who want to make a difference and want to put an end to all this evil that's coming in on our country. But they think, because they talk slow and they think slow, that they're slow-witted, but they're not. They just got their priorities straight. They're not like these people in the cities, thinking fast, talking fast, but about nothing important. Stupid bullshit. Sorry. Stupid bullshit. You know, son, you can't be speaking that way in the military. Yes, sir. I know. Sometimes I just get frustrated because people are so frustrated with me, sir. That's fine. Just keep it down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I will admit that I do get frustrated sometimes with people who get frustrated with me. You know those types judging you. You can see it in their eyes. Oh yeah, you can. And the way their words sound, what they don't say, how they don't make it really clear whether they like you or don't. They're nice, but they're not nice. They're real, but they're fake. So like I said, when I got higher up, rose in the ranks, I decided to take my power and my leverage and go out and find other country folk who wanted to serve their country. And I began to trust them. I trust them. They're clear-headed. Maybe that's why they're so slow. They're clear. You ever think about that? People who are really fast ain't clear. They got all these thoughts in their heads and they got all these words coming out. But it's because they're not clear. Because they don't know. Because they ain't got no feeling for truth. That's why they're yipping and yapping all the time. Flipping and flapping. All the time. So I formed myself the country folk battalions. Yeah, I know. That's awfully stupid sounding, but the country folk battalion. Every single person in the battalion was a country folk. Raised with chickens, pigs, cows, all that. Out on the farm. Talking nice and slow, thinking nice and slow. But good folk. Folk with a heart. Real deal. You talk to them, you know what you're dealing with. You're not dealing with some slick, sneaky snake. Nah. Real people. Real souls. Now the challenge that the country folk battalion has is just connecting with the normal, regular city slicker battalions. But the real challenge we all face together, city slicker battalions and country folk battalions. I'll just say it real plain. That's the bullshit. Now it's the bullshit that everybody accepts as just normal. But we country folk, we see it a mile away. You people out there, and I'm not naming names, but you people out there, you smear shit, cow manure over everything and then say, Okay. Okay, what's wrong here? You smeared the shit yourself, and then you expect me to not see that you did it and think that, oh, this is normal? You pissing on my foot and tell me it's raining. No, sir. That's why the Country Folk Battalion is the battalion. All on the scene. We rise high in the military. All of us. Because if you piss on our foot, we know it ain't raining. Now the city slickers, they can't tell the difference because that's what they do in the cities. They piss on your foot and tell you it's raining. We don't do that out here. We don't do that. That's not how country folk act. We don't disrespect. We don't dishonor. You may frustrate us, but we'll be clear with you. You're frustrating us. We will respect you up to a point. But when you lie all the time, we're coming. We're coming for you with our pitchforks and our rifles. That we are. We're coming for you with our F-35s and our cyber warfare and the rods of God. Don't think because we're slow talkers, we ain't coming. Don't think because we're slow thinkers, we ain't outwitted you. I'm really proud of you. When you first came into my office that day, I was ready to let you go. Now look what you done. Captain of the greatest battalion in the U.S. military. Awfully proud of you. Thank you, sir. I'm here to serve. Yes, you are. You've taught us all a little something along the way. We're thankful to you for your service. Thank you, sir. That means a lot to me, sir. On a personal note, I'm amazed. This whole slow talking, slow thinking that you seem to be doing is so much more elevated than those fast talkers and fast thinkers, as you have told me many times. So thank you for that. Yes, sir. Persistence, sir. Knowing what's right. Knowing what's right, not letting anybody tell me otherwise, sir. It's how you command respect. People get frustrated with you. You cannot get frustrated with them. And if you do, you just own that stuff. You just own it. You shoulder on, you march on. You keep going towards your destination. And I started with cleaning up trash cans. I started pulling paper cups off of people's desks. I started with all the time, everywhere, all the time. When they trusted me, a medal of my character, they asked me what I wanted. They were so impressed. Country boy. Slow talker, slow thinker. But not really. Just slow talking and slow thinking compared to the city slickers who thinking too fast, talking too fast, and not seeing all the manure plastered across everything, not knowing they were the ones who did it. What's the good use of that? You tell me that. What's the good use in thinking and talking fast when you can't see what's actually right in front of you? Do you know what that is? Slow thinking. That's right. You think you're so smart that you can't see. And you're ignorant because you think you're so smart. And then some slow folk will come up. The country folk battalion says, you know what? You can't even see the shit in front of you. The shit on your shoe. Scrape that shit off your shoe. Get it off your boot. But there's no shit on my shoe. And that's what they say to me. I know they're not right for the country folk battalion. That's the test. Anybody who wants to be in the country folk battalion, we are national now. We are famous now. We are a bright light on the hill for many country folk. They know the prejudice that them city slickers have. In this new war, conducted in cyberspace and outer space everywhere, in headspace, we think, oh, we're not fast talking, fast thinking enough. People get frustrated with us. We can't serve our country in the military. Oh, except there is the country folk battalion. So I have to give them the test. Is there shit on your boot? Is there shit on your boot? Well, sir, I don't know. Is there shit on my boot? You tell me, son, is there shit on your boot? I don't know, sir. It doesn't look like there's shit on my boot, but I could be wrong. How can you be right? How can you be wrong? Tell me. I want to know. Is there shit on your boot, son? No, sir. Good. Good. You can see it, can't you? You've got a perfectly clean boot. You're in. Is there shit on your boot? Son, tell me, is there shit on your boot? No, sir. There is shit on your boot, son. You're not a match for the country folk battalion. Next! And that's how we do it. Some of those candidates, some of them have shit on their boots. Some of them do not. Now, I am the only one who knows the answer to that question. You might think that's funny or strange. Impossible. How could they not know whether they had shit on their boots or not? Optics. I know. It's all about whether they answer correctly or incorrectly. But they don't know what an incorrect or correct answer is. They're simply trying to figure out what I want to hear. They think I'm absurd or crazy for asking them something like that when they look down and they can obviously see there's no shit on their boots. Then they get confused. And that's when I know whether they're a slow thinker or a fast thinker. The fast thinker gets really fucking confused. He's like, why is he asking me? If there's shit on my boot, when there's clearly not shit on my boot, what am I gonna answer? Yippity yippity yap! Flap 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 flap! Too fast. Useless. But the slow thinker, slow talker, looks down at his boot, looks back at me, and says, there's no shit on my boot, sir. This is the kind of man that saves our country.